owner of Top Dog Training and Resort, where your dog sleeps tight because we do boarding right. How many of you are confused about the right way and the wrong way to train a dog? Do you go with pure positive trainer because you don't want to cause your dog discomfort? But boy, do those dogs that are trained on the e-collar sure listen well to their owners. No wonder you're confused. This is a huge debate amongst the dog trainers in the training industry. If you go with pure positive training, the dog will become dependent on the treat. If you do not have a treat, the dog will not perform the commands. Some dogs don't want treats, so now what do? What if your dog shows aggression and a treat doesn't work? To redirect them. If you go with pure compulsion, you could stress the dog. Here at Top Dog, we are balanced trainers. We use the basic canine learning theory called operant conditioning. The promise of reward causes an increase in the behavior. We have the dog sit by the door before he goes outside. If the dog does not sit, he will not go outside. Dogs also learn their behavior has consequences provided by their environment, including the trainer. The dogs learn to adapt their behavior to these consequences. We train in 3 phases. Phase 1, baiting teaching phase. We use a treat to lure the dog into the desired position. We give a treat every single time the desired behavior is performed. The treat remains on the dog's nose the entire time to lure him into the desired position. Once the response is consistent and the dog understands that we are asking him to do, the lure is switched to reward. We want training to be fun. There will be competing motivations. These are distractions in the environment the trainer must compete with to keep the dog's focus on the trainer. Dogs have food, social, prey, and defense drives. We use those to manipulate him to do what we want him to do. As a trainer, ask yourself, what does a dog get out of the training? We start by trying to get the dog to perform by his own drives, not relief from pain. But now we have the problem of competing motivations. Does the dog sit or chase a squirrel? We have to factor in the dog's ability to focus on the trainer versus the environment. We use Lima as a way to evaluate the level of control needed for the safety of the dog and the community. Lima is an ethical standard used by IAABC. Our training tool consists of a flat collar and treats to begin training. If the dog pulls on the leash and this behavior cannot be redirected through treats, we will use a martingale collar. If the dog is still pulling, the owner cannot safely manage the dog, or the dog is reacting to other dogs or people on leash, with the owner's permission, we will use a pinch collar, otherwise known as power steering for the dog. This collar is meant to correct the dog as a mother dog would correct her pups. Phase 3, proofing and generalization. Distance, duration, and intensity. We vary how far away from the dog we are when we give the command. We vary the duration, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 30 seconds. We add in distractions of new locations, people moving around, children running and playing, food, noises, different terrains, and other dogs. Each dog learns differently, so we must teach in a way that the dog understands. If you have any questions about training your dog, please call us at Top Dog Training and Resort, 919-423-8954. Thank you.